A Devils Lake family is calling for change tonight for amputees in North Dakota as their insurance company recently denied a claim stating their policy only covered one prosthetic limb per lifetime, despite doctors saying that's the opposite of what's medically needed.
So they reached out to our whistleblower hotline saying they've had over 20 different prosthetics within the last 11 years without any problems. Telling Valley News Team's crime and safety reporter Bailey Hurley they won't stop fighting until either the policy or state laws are changed.
Through every morning.
This is number 4.
Layering on a total of 32 ply socks in order to make his current prosthetic leg kind of fit. A move doctors say is dangerous, but for right now, that's the only option Jason has, as his insurance recently denied his prosthetic upgrades and replacements.
Honestly, it's ridiculous because nobody's body stayed the same since they were 19, as far as I know.
Jason was hit by a car on his motorcycle in May 2010 when a 94-year-old woman crossed the center line, hitting both him and a man and his pregnant wife, killing her.
I mean, it was a blink of an eye.
Jason says exactly 3 months later, he was walking on his new prosthetic leg and says since then he's had at least 20 different sockets, something All True Health prosthetist Paul Edmonds says is completely normal and to be expected.
There just isn't that much margin for error with a prosthetic limb that you can reasonably expect one to last a whole lifetime. When you get a poor fitting socket, you're going to get a skin breakdown or an ulcer and potentially an infection.
Adding he's only seen an insurance policy like Jason's one other time in his career.
And when you're walking all day long on something that doesn't fit, and we know we're going to have problems if we don't take care of it, it just seems unethical to not take care of it.
As a state employee for the Department of Transportation, Jason's coverage comes from Sanford Health, but the policies come from ND PERS, the North Dakota Public Employees Retirement System. The Hunters say they were told the policy on prosthetics changed in 2017, but say they were never notified or impacted until late this April.
He got limbs in 17, 18, 19, and 20.
This one here is from 20.
This one was denied.
This despite the following conditions listed underneath the policy.
Adjustments and or modifications to the prosthesis required by wear or tear due to a change in member's condition or to improve its function are eligible for coverage and do not require pre-authorization or prior approval. I would assume that that is exactly what my husband is attempting to obtain.
But for now, Jason is still in the dark, as both Sanford and ND PERS have stated they're reviewing his case, leaving Jason to try and push through the pain and sores developed from his now ill-fitting socket, hoping the issue is resolved before he's forced to be wheelchair-bound full-time. Now, only 21 states have insurance laws that protect amputees, but North Dakota and Minnesota are not one of them, something both the Hunters and Edmonds say needs to be fixed. Now, I did reach out to the North Dakota Public Employees Retirement System's president, Scott Miller, today and asked if a change in the policy can be expected anytime soon. And in a statement, he tells me, quote, "The health plan's coverage of prosthetic devices has been one of the topics of recent discussion. The board and I and my staff have been working with Sanford Health to evaluate the breadth of our current benefit plan and the potential cost if we were to expand that coverage. Those discussions have not yet concluded, and as a result, he says he does not have an answer to my question." Mike, Andrea.
Thanks so much. The Hunters have been offered to have Jason's next prosthetic be half the price, but at over $6,400, the community has put together a benefit for the family, and it's going to take place this Wednesday night in Devils Lake, as well as a donation account at Western State Bank. You can find those details on the VNL News app. Just go there and click on this story.